Hey, no beer, drink better. It's been a long time. I've been growing a beard, and it's been taking a while. But for right now, we are going to focus on Brooklyn Brewery's Monster Ale. This is one that was born in 2007. You'll see right there. So I got this from a good friend up in Chattanooga, David. Thank you. Thomas, thank you for transport and being the middleman. You can see this is the Monster Ale. This is a seasonal that Brooklyn Brewery puts out. Uh, it's the head brewmaster up there is a guy named Garrett Oliver. He has this nice book called The Brewmaster's Table. It's all about real food and real beer. It's good. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on most places. But it's a good reference guide. It's a really good reference. Got a lot of information. For Christmas, I got this little thing. I'm going to be using it to keep track of my beer notes. Just rate that beer. It's got helpful information. I'm not sure where my wife got it, but I can get that to you if you're interested. Just comment and ask. But like I said, we're going to be trying this beer right now, and then we're going to go into what we'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. So here, this is a barley style wine, barley wine style beer. And since it's 2007, it's been aging for about 5 years. There's going to be a nice yeast cake at the bottom. So I'm going to very carefully pour it. A nice and thick beer. This has some Willamette hops, some Fugle hops. I think some Chinook as well. Maris Otter, floor dried malts from Scotland, and some pale ale malts as well. So it's not too dissimilar from a regular English style bitter, English style pale ale. But 5 years old, it's originally 10.3% alcohol, probably still is, but over time it rounds out some of the characters in the beer. And after 5 years, should be pretty damn good. Smells really good. A lot of fruity notes to this. A lot of fruity esters. There's not much head if you notice that too, because a lot of carbonation matches with the high alcohol content, and I didn't really want to pour it straight on because of the possible yeast cake that's in the bottom of that bottle that's been sitting for 5 years. Didn't want to stir that up. Oh, that's good. Very malty, very thick. And I can feel that 10.3% warming my throat. It's very nice. It has a little bit of a citrus note to it, but it's really higher in alcohol content and got a smooth, almost dry red wine taste to it. Although it's not as obvious a red wine, but yeah, that's interesting. That would be it's something that I've started doing with a lot of beers that are higher alcohol content, is letting them sit up and age for a good bit, just to round out some of the flavors. Now, there's a very most barley wines have a very hop forward taste. This one I think is 43 IBUs, 47, which is not terribly expensive given the malt bill that it's accompanied with. But this is a very good beer. I've got also a 2010 that David sent me that I'm going to keep for another 3 years and see how that does as well. I'm going to take some notes later, maybe pull this video out and see how it does and compare them. But right now, just to remember, you got a very fruity nose, very kind of dark fruit. So a little bit of citrus on there, just a tad bit. It's very malty, very almost like raisiny, dark fruit. Maybe like I'm not sure. It's interesting, very interesting, but very warm, very balanced. Nothing really pops out at you or anything like that. It's very good, very good. For 5 years, You know, most people would have thrown a beer away if it's been aged for 5 years because they wouldn't have thought of being aged. But since we now have a plethora of craft breweries, a lot of people are starting to experiment with these higher alcohol beers that are meant to be aged. So if you do see something called a Grand Reserve or something seasonal that's high in alcohol content, just and if you're lucky enough to get a 6 pack, get a 6 pack, takes a couple, throw some in a closet that's well climate controlled, and bring it out in a year. Taste some, two more years, and compare and contrast, and just have some fun with it. It's good. It's a cheap way to make something that's good to begin with, really great. So that's it for this week. We're going to be talking about Sam Adams and Jack McAuliffe, which is the brewmaster and creator and founder of New Albion Ale, the first American craft beer, or the first American craft brewery in America. That was not successful, but really spurred on the whole craft beer movement that we have today. They're getting together. Jim Koch is getting together with him, and they're remaking their his original ale from the original yeast that has been saved since 2007 through the University of California. So that's interesting. It's a single malt, single hop beer. Jack McAuliffe, when he first started, actually bought this new hop that was on the market during that time in the late 70s, early 80s, called Cascade, and really did a lot to preserve and make it a viable option for everybody else, which is really one of the main hops used in American craft beer, especially the pale ale, the California Common, or not California Common, but the California Pale Ale, the American Pale Ale. So he did a lot. He did a lot of things. He did a lot of things that are worth reading about and worth celebrating him for. So they have already made this beer. We'll be late getting it. Most of the country's already drank it, but we have gotten the opportunity to get this beer, from what I understand, and should have it very soon, and can enjoy it. And I'll give you more about that when we do get it. I'll do another video when we have it available. So y'all have a good weekend. No beer, drink better.